and that is GAD. Let's take a look on the provisions of Gender and Development Republic Act 9710. What does GAD mean? Or how does GAD differ from rape? When you say Gender and Development Republic Act 9710, these are concerned with gender issues, particularly sexual harassment. Sexual harassment is an act committed by an officer, by superior, faculty member, employee, coach, trainer, or any person who has authority, influence, or moral ascendancy over another in any aspect of academic or administrative work in any campus. That's why this GAD is already used in the school setting for disciplinary action because this is a very rampant in the school academic situations. It is an act or series of acts involving any unwelcome sexual advance, request, or demand for a sexual favor, or other verbal or physical behavior of a sexual nature. So there is always the word sexual nature related to education tasks of the person complained of. It's not limited to cases involving abuse of authority, but includes as well those in peer relationships or those involving harassment of faculty members or employees by students. It contemplates cases of harassment involving person of the same or opposite sex. That's why this is not just the relationships or act involving rape. This is a very vague concept of Gender and Development Republic Act 9710. There are forms of sexual harassment of physical, verbal, and visual. The first one is the grave offenses, unwanted touching of private parts of the body, sexual assault, malicious touching, requesting for sexual favor. Okay. Now, yes, of course, there is what you call unexpected touching, derogatory or degrading remarks towards, verbal abuse or threats with sexual or other analogous cases for this matter. For the light offenses, we have display of sexuality offensive features, we have unwelcome flirtation, advancement and propositions, making offensive hand and body gestures, persistent unwanted attention with sexual overtones, causing discomfort, embarrassment, offense or insult to the receiver, and other analogous cases. When you say analogous cases, there are similar situations wherein these situations can lead to the grave offenses. We are supposed to deal with the grave offenses. Nevertheless, if there is already light or less grave, then this Republic Act will give you a signal to complain now. Not just to wait for the grave offenses to be committed. No, these are all covered by Republic Act 9710, whether it is light offenses, less grave offenses, and grave offenses. Now there are four, no, five Republic Acts related to this Gender Development Republic Act 9710. Republic Act 7877, Anti-Sexual Harassment Act of 1995, makes sexual harassment a crime, but it was amended to 9710. Then 8353, Anti-Rape Law of 1997, that is very heinous crime, whether it is frustrated or, you know, attempted rape. Then 8505, Rape Victim Assistance and Protection of 1998. 9208, that is Anti-Trafficking Persons Act of 2003. Then 9262, Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act of 2004. 9710 is the Magna Carta for Women. These are all covered with the different Republic Acts. Now, how do you stop sexual harassment? First, you should aware of your environment. What kind of the peers you have in your setting. You should know them because that is one element to identify your location, whether it is, safe, protective, or not. And then listen to other people. If they will say, be careful because this is initiation, something like that, this is just a starting point, then they will now convince you for a certain manner, for example. Now, how do you complain? You have to write your complaint in documentary evidence. What does it mean? Put in writing everything that is manifested is should be in writing. So specify what kind of situations did you experience before that incident happened, because there is a leading question to the crime. How does this crime begin, or when does this crime start, or in what particular situation that this crime manifested to your group, to your institution, and so on. And then if you have materials, evidences, present them. Present to the court or present to a certain legal officer. And then they will use that for filing a case in the court. Now, if the school has, for example, a body composed of a certain, grievance committee, then you can use for a certain investigation. Now, if the school has that particular committee to investigate, then there is what you call continuity in the court, in the legal court. If this is, investigative body, then they will use that for another investigation. And this is just the preliminary investigation. Preliminary investigation. And then there will be a second preliminary investigation for the criminal offense. If there will be a criminal offense committed by a certain persons, then they will bring that to the court, for example. If the suspect is now at large, they can use that. Now, if the suspect is not cooperating more, okay, there will be a criminal liability for this. If the school heads are not cooperating, then this is a ground for disciplinary action. If there will be a retaliation, for example, in itself, then this is a ground for disciplinary action. And this is a very, very gross misconduct on the part of those people involving this kind of crime. So this is what you call GAD, Gender and Development Act for sexual harassment and other issues regarding your sexuality. Okay? Thank you for listening and good morning. This is February 22, 2022. Good luck to everyone.